This
Uh,
conference will.
okay, I open the Monterey Regional Planning Commission monthly meeting for Thursday, April 6, 2023 at 7 p.m. Uh, First announcement I have to make is this meeting will be held in accordance with the Governor Baker's COVID-19 executive order regarding the open meeting law and remote participation. Votes will be taken through roll call. And if everybody doesn't know yet, the executive order has been extended to March 31st, 2025. So we'll be able to do this for a couple more years. Okay, next item on the agenda is introductions, a roll call. Uh, okay, I will start on my list here, and I did misplace my folder of all sorts of information. So if there's a duplicate, an alternate, and the regular member here, please speak up. I don't have my list here. So we'll start with roll call of members. Amanda Reed.
Here.
Uh, Jeff, okay. Chris, no, he's a staff. Jeff Tillotson,
Here.
uh, Jessica DeRoy,
Here.
Laura Schifrin,
Sorry, I have to get to my button here.
Mark Kresge,
Here.
from Hubbardston. Nice to have you sit in. Mary Jo Bohart,
Here.
Peter Cunningham,
Yeah, Peter Cunningham here.
Phil Duffy. I imagine that Phil is Phil Duffy.
Present.
It is. Okay. Philip Francisco.
Here.
Roger Hoyt.
Here.
And Stacy Donahue. And for guests,
Here.
we have George Cahill. Great. So that is the roll call of members and guests. Next item on the agenda is the MRPC minutes for March 9th, 2023. Do I have any additions, subtractions, corrections? If not, or if so, speak up. If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept as written.
So moved.
Okay, that was Phil Duffy.
Yep.
Okay, very good. I thought I recognized the voice. Do I have a second?
Jeff Tillotson will second.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Okay, one more call for any additions, subtractions, corrections. If not, I will call the roll. Amanda Reed.
Aye.
Jeff Tillotson. London. Guy Corpusella, chair votes aye. Jessica DeRoy.
Aye.
Laura Schifrin.
Aye.
Mark Kresge.
Aye.
Mary Jo Bohart.
Abstain.
Peter Cunningham.
Yeah, abstain. I was not at the meeting.
Okay, Phil Duffy.
Aye.
Philip Francisco.
I don't think I'm an official member of your group, but I will
Okay,
abstain
very
anyway.
good. Then I guess Philip's a guest. Welcome, Philip.
Thanks.
I said I misplaced my list of members, so I'm winging it here. Roger Hoyt.
No worries.
I'll abstain.
Okay, and Stacy Donahue.
Aye.
The minutes are accepted with 2 abstentions. Okay, come on, computer, come back. Next item on the agenda is the cash schedule. And would you like to take that, Linda, or shall I?
No, I'll take it. Chairman,
Go for it.
Mr. Chairman, I'll take it. Okay, so we've got the opening balances from February 2023 is $612,851.57. All the cash receipts and transfers total $420,104.98, making the cash on hand before the warrant $1,032,956 $1,000,000.55. And the amount of this warrant, which is all cash disbursements, was $102,751.23, leaving the balance of this warrant of $930,205.32. And that's it.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Do we have any questions of Linda?
Thank you, Linda. And this is Laura Schifrin. And Mr. Tillotson, I want to thank you as well for asking for the general ledger and the transactions. I don't know if you had a chance to look at them. It was lengthy, but the information that Linda has provided to us, in particular in reference to the projects, the date they began, the date that they ended. This is awesome, Linda. I really appreciate it. Does anyone have any other questions? If not, I'll make a motion that we approve subject to audit as presented by Linda.
I'll
Okay,
second.
very good.
Yeah, second.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Any other questions? If not, I'll call the roll. Okay. Amanda Reed,
Aye.
Jeff Tillotson,
Aye.
Guy Corbisier, chair votes aye. Jessica Droy,
Aye.
Kyle Notowitz,
Aye.
Laura Schifrin,
Aye.
Mark Kresge,
Aye.
Mary Jo Bohart,
Aye.
Peter Cunningham,
Yeah, Cunningham, aye.
Phil Duffy,
Aye.
Roger Hoyt,
Aye.
and Stacy Donahue.
Aye.
And the cash schedule is accepted subject to audit. Okay, guest announcements. First, we'll start with George. Do you have anything?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't have any new update at this time.
Okay, thank you, George.
Thank you.
Bill Francisco, do you have anything being a guest?
Just a couple things. I just wanted to, for people who might be interested, that to know that we are going to be launching an educational seminar series in Groton on sustainability, beginning May 4th. So look for some more information as we get closer to the date. But we're putting together a whole series on sustainability for the townspeople of Groton to attend free lectures and seminars. And we'd be really receptive if there's anyone who is interested in being a speaker for it coming up in a future session.
Oh, thank you, Phil. Phil, do you have anybody who at the MRPC are you working with on this so that the word can get out or
Yeah,
reminder
so
get out?
we've reached out a couple times to MRPC, and we really haven't gotten a lot of traction so far. The person from our organization, from the Sustainability Commission, who's reached out to MRPC is Charlotte Weigel, and I will follow up with her, and then I'll circle back to you. But I would love to see if we can make a connection, especially as we start to look for ways that we can integrate new grants or other opportunities that are out there for us to build sustainable projects going forward in Groton or regionally with multiple towns around us.
Okay, great, thank you. And if you reach out to us with that information, hopefully we can shoot it out to our members also.
That would be great. We'll do so.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I would just throw in, Glenn Eaton is our executive director. You could send emails directly to him at geaton@mrpc.org. Also could try our administrative department manager, Holly Ford, and she would be hford, F-O-R-D, @mrpc.org. And I'm sure then they can then pass it along to appropriate members in our staff.
That's great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Phil, they all, for different reasons, are not here tonight. Otherwise, they probably would have spoken up. But yeah, those are the people to reach out for.
Yeah, thanks.
Peter, you have something to
Yeah, I was just
add?
gonna I know Phil and I know the work he's doing. So Phil, if you need any assistance establishing liaison with MRPC, be sure to let me know.
Thanks, Peter.
Okay, very good. That,
Hello?
I guess, unless we have some other questions, we'll move on to item
I have
5.
one question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I missed who that was.
Yeah, this is Kyle Nardwitz. Phil, I would be interested in knowing some more. If you could reach out to me.
And this again was, I'm sorry, I missed that on my screen.
It's Kyle Nardwitz
Oh, Kyle Nardowitz.
from
Okay.
Royalston.
Nardowitz. I'll keep trying to pronounce that.
So,
Nardowitz.
so,
Okay.
so Kyle, if you could, text me or chat in the chat here, just put your email and I'll reach out to you after the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, sure.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now, the next thing on to is administrative matters. Brad, will you be taking this or shall I take this or?
I've got a little bit of information for the different proposals, so I can run it down if you're interested, if that's fine.
Oh, please do. Are you kind of going by Glenn's email or?
Yes, I am.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay, I'll put that screen up.
So I guess the first one is 5.1 on administrative matters, proposal for hiring of multiple part and/or full-time planners for the departments of planning and development and transportation. Excuse me. Some of the basic information behind this is currently the MRPC has expected about $90,000 to expend by the end of September of this year in our transportation contract with MassDOT. That's based upon the current trends we're doing in our monthly billings. We anticipate having approximately maybe the same level of funding available under the transportation contract next year. Actually, we just got in new information at the beginning of the month, and we will have a budget on the transportation side of about 17,000 more than we have this year. It'll be about 944,000, I believe, is the estimate right now. We will look to advertise for a full-time planner and outsource some tasks through one or more consultants to complete this MassDOT work that we are undertaking right now. Excuse me. Because we have some tasks that are due by the end of September of this year, and we might look to outsource some of that if possible. We are planning on interviewing in April and hiring in May or June after the next 1 or 2 commission meetings. So basically what we're doing, because of these upticks in our new contracts for our departments in planning and transportation, the agency has sufficient funds to hire multiple planners to work in the planning disciplines of housing, land use, renewable energy, and transportation. With the addition of these contracts and a corresponding increase in revenue available now and over the next 2 years, the MRPC needs to increase the number of planners on the payroll to properly complete all contractual requirements. So the executive director met with several members of the management team of the MRPC, specifically Karen Chapman of Planning and Development and myself. And we went over the concerns and the need for additional staff in both these departments to assist with the delivery of planning services. Planning and Development estimates they need 1 full-time person or several part-time planners at the principal or senior planner level. And transportation, we estimate we need a new full-time person also at the principal or senior planner level. Right now, this information is being provided for your information your knowledge right now. There is no action required right now. There will probably be action needed in May or June at the next couple of meetings as we get further into the hiring process. So again, this is for informational purposes with actions upcoming in the next couple of meetings. Are there any questions on 5.1?
Yeah, question?
Yep.
Brad, the anticipated, I guess, revenue sources where the money will be coming from?
Well, we have our MassDOT contract, which we renew each year, and it runs on federal fiscal year, so it begins October 1st. We have a number of district local technical assistance funds that is regenerated each year through the state. And then we also have this, there was a new DLTA augmentation funds added to us just recently. So these funds are coming in to the Planning Commission. And then plus we just took on we were awarded a Safe Streets for All action planning grant from Federal Highway. We don't have that contract in place yet, but the whole budget of that award is about $930,000. We anticipate about $750 that will be used to outsource for a consultant. So there is some money coming into, and we have our staff needs some expanding to carry all this work.
Yeah, I appreciate the need. Do we know, though, these revenue sources, will they be recurring, or are these, you think, one time?
The MassDOT one is reoccurring. That happens every year. The DLTA is reoccurring funds from the state. The Safe Streets for All is going to be, we're estimating it as a 2-year program right now. And then hopefully with the new hiring of a grants writer, will be some other grants that will be coming in too. But on the comprehensive planning side and transportation side, it's pretty much each year we're getting a level of funding necessary to carry the staff.
All right, great, thank you.
Yep.
I think Mary Jo Bohart has a question.
Yes, Brad, I had a quick question on the same theme. Might the economic development position that's gone unfilled for a prolonged period be a part of what might get hired through this, or is that not a part of the MassDOT funding? And the reason I ask is that the SEDS document update hasn't occurred yet, and I know Glenn mentioned it at a prior meeting, but it's just that the economic development role has been unfilled for a prolonged period.
I am not up to date on the economic development side. I know as Glenn said, it's in the back of his mind to update that document. And I'm not sure of the funding sources on EDA funds, whether that's a reoccurring allotment we get. I'd have to double check with Glenn on that and get some information from him. But I'm sure if the funding comes in for EDA and needs of an EDA planner, he'll look to either outsource or get someone in not to assist. And it could be too, depending on the candidates we get for the positions we want to advertise for, we may be able to have someone split their time into the EDA and get some work done on that side too.
Does that cover it for you, Mary? Mary Jo?
I suppose good enough for now.
Okay.
All right.
Good enough. Oh, okay. If no other questions on section 1, would you like to go on to 5.2?
Sure. 5.2, MRPC and MEC Inc., records preservation and digitation of documents. This is for information. The executive director has requested additional quotes for this project. We have to have these quotes for the next commission meeting to be held on May 4th. That is his goal at this time. So that's just informational at this point. I'll go on 5.3 in the Neshoba Valley Chamber of Commerce Executive Roundtable Program. Again, this is for information. The executive director was out of commission just recently with COVID for more than a week in March, and he was unable to attend the roundtable meeting in late March. He will be meeting at the meetings in late April, May, and June, so he'll have some feedback on that at upcoming meetings. Then there is item 5.4, which is status of grant writing consultant. This is for information too. As you know, MRPC staff met with Molly Singer. She's the CEO and president of Dexterity Management. They met on 2 occasions in the past, in March and April. Ms. Singer has provided a summary of many state and federal grants for planning and brick and mortar projects, and hopefully those are handouts that are available for everyone to see. These synopses have been provided, again, as handouts for tonight's meeting. There are many grant opportunities listed in this, both on the local, regional, and state level. We urge you to take a look at these materials and ask questions of staff when you either tonight or via email or phone. And the commission would like, if the commissioners would like us to hold special meetings on any of these topics, we'll do so during the week of April 17th, when the executive director returns from a 1-week vacation, which is planned for next week. So basically, if you take a look at the listing of grant opportunities, let us know if there's interest and some feedback on some, and we will put something together so that we can get you more information and to talk about the different aspects. Jason, can you just throw up the documents for this is the Mass State funding document on different opportunities, and then there is a similar one for federal. They're multiple pages, but they list some of the grants that are out there and projects that if anyone's interested in finding out about them and want more information from us, just let us know. Any questions on the grant writing consultant?
I guess
No.
not hearing on, we'll move on to 5.5, which is the elections of officers. And I'll take that one, Brad.
Sure.
Sure, okay. This is a meeting that we elect the nominating committee. Last meeting, we had 3 volunteers, myself, Bob Schwartz, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I am, and Jeff Monroe.
Correct. Christopher Monroe.
Please?
Christopher Monroe?
Christopher. I don't know why I said Jeff. Yeah, Christopher. I'm sorry. That's off the top of my head. Anyway, Christopher Monroe are the 3 nominees or for the nomination committee. Now, do I have any other nominees? If not, I will ask for a vote to appoint these members, myself, Mr. Monroe, and Mr. Schwartz, to the nominating committee. Any other suggestions?
I thought you guys already.
What was that, Roger?
No,
I'm sorry.
just background noise.
Oh,
I'll mute
okay.
myself for a bit until the vote.
No, we always love your input, Roger. Anyway, not hearing any, I will ask for a nomination to, or a motion to appoint these people to the nominating committee. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, and that was, I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
missed
Peter
that.
Cunningham, Groton.
Peter Cunningham. Do I have a second?
Laura
That's
Schifrin,
Tillotson.
second.
Okay, very
Laura beat
good.
me
Laura
to it.
Schifrin, second.
Yeah.
Now, I do have to mention that Jeff Monroe called me, said he couldn't be here, and Bob Schwartz can't be here. But now I'm going to call a roll to appoint the nominating committee. Jessica Joy,
Aye.
Kyle Nardowitz,
Aye.
Laura Schifrin,
Aye.
Mark Kresge,
Aye.
Mary Jo Bohart,
Aye.
Peter Cunningham,
Yeah, Cunningham, aye.
Phil Duffy,
Aye.
Roger Hoyt,
Aye.
and Stacy Donahue.
Aye.
And then I was not at the top of my list, so I'll go back. Guy Corbisero, the chair votes aye. Jeff Tillotson.
Jeff Tillotson, aye. I was wondering if you're going to miss yourself too, Guy.
Okay, yeah. I did more than once. And Amanda Reed.
Aye.
Okay, very good. Okay, the nominating committee is nominated. But please, if anybody wants any of these positions, the positions are chairman, vice chair, treasurer, which Laura Schifrin is right now, and secretary. We do not have a secretary. Now, I have to also say that our vice chair, John Telepiak, I don't think he'll want to be renominated, so that position is probably open. And then we have, I think, at least 2 members at large. It can be anybody. Now, also, you don't have to be a member off the planning board. You can be an alternate and hold one of these positions, as I understand it in discussions with our chairman and some other people, so, and reading the bylaws. So please, send your name to somebody on staff or any one of us three if you'd like to be considered for one of these positions. And it's not much work. Anyway, okay, with that said, the nominating committee will meet 6:30 p.m. On, I think it's May 4th, which is a half hour before our meeting, to finalize our slate. Then we will present it to the um, to the regular board, and I'm not sure if the election is then or the following month, but you will have our selections next month.
Yeah.
And there's
Got
7
the
so there
election
must
is in June. The election will be held in June.
Okay. And there, as I understand, there are 3 alternates. So that comprises 7 officers, and you are those are the executive committee that will meet as necessary, but we're lucky if we meet once a year. So please consider one of these positions. All of them are pretty well open. Please. Okay. Next item is the on 5.6. I did mention that in the beginning, that the open meeting law has been extended through March 2025. So I don't see any other here. The MRPC administrative staff recommends a continuation of all remote meetings. We would like to offer some hybrid meetings this summer for those of you that would like to meet in person safely. We will keep all local officials and commissioners informed if we hold some hybrid meetings. So that's what's in the works, but nothing's been discussed yet. But we will be able for the next 2 years meet like this without having to get in our cars and drive to the office if we don't feel like it or don't have the time. Okay, very good. Do you have anything else to add to administrative matters, Brad?
Nope, I don't. You covered it all.
Okay, very good. Now, normally, this is the month. Every 3 months, we let me get here. We do the contact status report in depth. This month it was done. It was posted yesterday on the website. It should have been sent out to all the members before the meeting so they can go over it. But I imagine to a snafu, and with the holidays, things got messed up. So we will please take a look at the status report, and hopefully the beginning of next week we'll get that sent out to you, and we will cover that in the next meeting. Okay, now, does anybody have any questions from any of our departments here, such as GIS, on any of your projects, planning and development, any questions? Transportation, any questions? Roger.
On planning and development, we do have one item to report and a resolution requiring action.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that. I don't know.
Okay. If you'd like, I can read it.
Is that in the status report?
Yes, it is. It's also been in the first handout. If you'd like, I can read it. It's up on the screen.
Yeah, please
right
do,
now.
because I don't have it in my handout that I'm reading off of.
Okay. This is item 6.2 under planning and development, 6.2.1, DLTA augmentation planning services awards, and there is some action required. The report. In response to the first solicitation issued in February 14th, 2023, a total of 3 proposals were received for use of district local technical assistance augmentation funds for round 2. The proposals received are as follows. 1. Harvard. Collaborate with the Harvard Climate Initiative Committee to assist with finding grant opportunities to implement the objective of their climate action plan. 2. Shirley. Research, identify, and apply for federal, state, and other grants that would be used to help with the town reach its transportation goals as identified in their request. And 3, Groton, grant writing services to pursue opportunities to address infrastructure, parking, traffic, transportation, historic preservation, community development, and tourism marketing challenges from the new Groton Hill Music Center. So the resolution requiring commission action. Be resolved that the Montezuma Regional Planning Commission recommends that number 1, 2, and 3 of the above named project requests for District Local Technical Assistance Augmentation Funds, DLTAA, if eligible, be conditionally awarded based upon further communication, clarification, negotiation with the applying communities, and approval from the Massachusetts Department of Housing and Community Development. Moreover, all activities and some applications may not be awardable under the DLTA program. MRPC staff reserves the right to negotiate an awardable detailed scope of services and budget amount. Those requests conditionally awarded, numbers 1, 2, and 3, are subject to the conditions listed below. 1, the services to be delivered to the communities will be completed commencing no earlier than a fully executed memorandum of understanding between the subject, lead community, and the MRPC. 2, services will be delivered to the subject community or communities during the implementation of the District Local Technical Assistance Augmentation Program year of January 21st, 2023 to January 30th, 2024. The award of services from the MRPC is subject to the following. 1, A, funding available to the MRPC during the program year, January 21, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. B, successful negotiation of a detailed scope of services scheduled for the completion of the tasks identified in the scope of services and budget utilizing DLTAA and or other funds if available and eligible for the aforementioned project. C, execution of a memorandum of understanding between the MRPC and the communities. And D, the MRPC's receipt of a letter from the chief elected official of all of the affected communities indicating agreement of this proposal and willingness to participate in the analysis. Communities may agree to participate in this analysis after the full execution of the MOU between the subject or lead community and the MRPC, but must agree to participate in order to receive the results of the report. Item number 4, where and when possible, the MRPC will deliver the tasks related to analysis, preparation, and presentation reports as indicated above. The MRPC and the community requesting services will outsource consulting services only when absolutely deemed to be necessary by both the lead community and the MRPC. Number 5, this is an award of services from the MRPC to applicable communities. This is not a cash award. 6, if at any time DHCD determines that the project is ineligible, the award of services will be null and void. 7, the municipality and all municipal departments shall provide MRPC with cooperation, access, assistance to public data applicable to the DLTAA project, including provision of such materials. Related costs associated with this data collection, photocopying, etc., will be at the expense of the municipalities. That is the resolution.
Thank you very much, Roger. Appreciate you finding that. I was on the wrong page, but I'm back here now. Do I
That
have
was
any
Brad.
questions? Brad, go ahead.
Nope, that's all I have at this point. We just need a motion and a second.
Right, very good. Any questions before I call the motion? No questions? Do I have a motion to move the resolution?
Yes, it's Stacy Donahue from Harvard. I would move it.
Okay, very good. And do I have a second?
Peter Cunningham and Groton, I'll second.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Peter. If no other questions, I'll call the roll. Amanda Reed,
Aye.
Jeff Tilton,
Aye.
Guy Corbisser, aye. Jessica DeRoy,
Aye.
Kyle Nardowitz,
Aye.
Laura Schifrin,
Aye.
Mark Kretzky,
Aye.
Mary Jo Bohart,
Aye.
Peter Cunningham,
Cunningham, aye.
Phil Duffy,
Aye.
Roger Hoyt,
Aye.
Stacy Donahue,
Aye.
and the resolution is moved unanimously. Okay, now, and I'm on the right page here, 6.3, transportation. Do we have any questions or any information from transit and transportation?
I just have a little bit of extra information. At the upcoming MPO meeting next month, we should be presenting the draft Unified Planning Work Program and the draft Transportation Improvement Program for release for public comment. So that'll be on the horizon, and then it will come before the commission in the following months. But we're releasing draft documents shortly.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Brad. Any questions? If not, do any other department have any information such as planning development or GIS or anything like that? No, not hearing any, I'll move on to 7, which is new business. Do we have any business that anybody wants to bring before the board? Not hearing any. Item 8, adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Before that, I just want to wish everybody happy holidays between Passover
Here,
and
here.
Easter. All be blessed.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Laura.
And same
Thank
to
you,
you, Laura.
Laura.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Laura.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So
Motion
moved.
to or second.
Okay, very good. Motion and a second. I will call the roll on this. Amanda Reed,
Aye.
Jeff Tillotson,
Aye.
Guy Corvusero votes aye, Jessica Droy,
Aye.
Al Nardowitz,
Aye.
Laura Schifrin,
Aye.
Mark Kresge,
Aye.
Mary Jo Bohart,
Aye.
Peter Cunningham,
Cunningham, aye.
Bill Duffy,
Aye.
Roger Hoyt,
Aye.
Stacy Donahue.
Aye.
And adjournment is passed unanimously. Everybody have a happy Easter or a happy Passover or whatever your holiday is. Thank you very
Thank you.
much and see you next month.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.